Welcome back to the sawmill, friends. Got a lot going on today. I got my buddy Greg coming over to drop off some timber. He'll be here in probably about 15 minutes. After that's done, I'm gonna come up here to the kiln, unload some slabs, throw them in the truck, and head up to Bristol, Tennessee. Stick with me here. It's gonna be a good day at the sawmill. Got a lot going on. Friends, what we're looking at right there is actually some pretty good value. Got the cats in here checking everything out. Every one of them's down here. Even Cabbage over there joined us today. That's odd. He never leaves the porch. So right here on the end, let's go in order. That's a little dead standing cherry. I will probably call my buddy Curtis Buchanan and see if he wants this for spoon carving. He can get a whole lot of spoons out of that log right there, guys. Right here's the good stuff, friends. This was a dead standing black walnut tree, but that doesn't mean nothing. Of course, the bark is all gone. It looks pretty rough on the outside, but look right here on this end grain, people. Look at that. That is a really nice, valuable walnut log right there. Look at that sap line right there. My goodness, that's barely an inch of sap right there. This came from a dense forest, friends, where it had to fight for sunlight. That's why you have that limited sap right there. Man, this is really nice right here. This is a lot nicer than I thought it was going to be based on the pictures I saw. So we got this nice one right here in the front, the butt cut. It's probably about a 12 or 14 footer. That's a nice log right there. I may have to incorporate that into the timber frame, guys. That is nice and straight right there. Check that out. Over here we have a top cut with some crotch figure right here and more at the very top. Then this right here is the second cut of the tree. Again, right here on the end grain. Looking good, friends. Check that out. It looks really nice right there. Good color, limited sapwood. And as you come up it gets even better here toward the top, because everybody that watches this channel knows what's hiding right in there. Some highly figured crotchwood, guys. This just shows you guys, when you work with good people like my buddy Greg, he knows how to find timber like this and still see value in it instead of taking it to the burn pile. This was a good find, friends. We'll be getting this on the sawmill sooner than later though, based on it being dead standing, and there's a little bit of spalting that's going on in that sapwood. So I want to get this on the sawmill within the next week and get it sawed up and on stickers. Ben's back to the tractor. I didn't do any footage on my little trip to Bristol. I'll explain that here in just a few minutes. Right now we're doing a little cleanup here at the sawmill. Had a bunch of scraps from hemlock and pine to throw down here in the burn pit. And by the looks of things, I need to have myself a bonfire. These burn pits at sawmills, guys, I tell you, they get piled up way too fast. Before you know it, you've got a mountain of wood to burn. And something else, people hit me up all the time about selling firewood and stuff like that for extra money. Well, here's the deal on that. For one, around here, pine and hemlock does not go for firewood. People won't burn it, no matter what you tell them. They say it's bad for chimneys. I've never burned it before, so I'm not sure about that either. But a lot of people want to know why I don't cut up the hardwoods for firewood, and the reason is, there's two reasons. Number one, I don't have time. And number two, it's kind of wet down here today. And number two, people won't buy it off of you. They want you to give it to them. And you know, I don't mind that either, but worse than that is they'll show up and they want you to cut it to length and load it for them and do all the work. Can't do that, guys. There's not enough hours in the day for stuff like that. My goodness. I'll tell you, tomorrow's Monday and it looks like I'm gonna get me a burn permit because this pile is getting out of hand right here. I better burn it sooner than later. Let's get this dumped out here. And if I've not mentioned it yet, I really like this tractor. Telling you guys, going from a clutch tractor where you got to push your clutch on to get lined up and, you know, an old school gear driven tractor, going from that to a hydrostatic tractor is just night and day. You know, I used to run a Bobcat. I had a skid steer 753 Bobcat about 3 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. I sold it. It was a piece of junk. It tore up all the time on me. I bought it used. You know, that's what happens. You buy that used stuff sometimes. But anyways, one thing good about that Bobcat, it had the hydrostatic transmission just like this tractor, which means loader work just so much easier to do, guys, so much easier. And for moving logs around at a sawmill, moving lumber, doing stuff like that, a hydrostatic transmission is the way to go, guys, I'm telling you. I've got about 16 hours on this tractor already, and almost every bit of it's been loader work, just moving lumber around, taking logs to the mill, cleaning up sawdust. It's just so much easier with this transmission, guys. For you guys out there running sawmills that are looking for a tractor to move timber around, I would give this tractor a pretty good look. Not only does it have the ideal transmission for moving timber, but the load capacity on the front end loader is 2,800 pounds. That handles about any size log you're going to put on a sawmill most of the time. If it's bigger than that, you're going to need a crane, put it that way. That's going to be a big log. So that's my little sales pitch, I guess, for this tractor, guys. I'm just tickled to death about this tractor. The transmission is just so nice, and if I didn't mention it already, this cab ain't too bad either. So before we head up to the mill, I'm gonna grab me another log here. I got some white pine, some 8-footers. I'm gonna saw up with that hemlock. Try to get me a full stack of 5/4 boards. That way I can go ahead and get it air dried and get ready for the kiln. This is the part of the video that you guys never see. This is when I have to stop everything, go set up another camera to do a different shot, and something that should take about 30 seconds takes about 5 minutes. These videos are a lot of work, guys, a whole lot of work. I hope you enjoy them.